Hello, welcome or welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. Today we have a huge pile, but there's only 8 packages going out. This entire bottom half, that is one order, and we love multi-quantity bulk order. Yes, we do. First one going out, just your basic pants and I think like t-shirt, tank top. Yeah. Great for the summer, as always. I'm pretty sure, I haven't watched it, but I'm pretty sure I talked about the Baldwin trial a little bit. I know I've mentioned it. This is the day after day 3, which if you watch it, you know the trial was dismissed, which not the direction I thought things were going to go. I assumed Baldwin would be acquitted, and that'd be the case. No. They proved, they proved that the state prosecutors were withholding evidence, which is not a good thing. So they had to dismiss the case. I'm okay with them dismissing the case because I don't really agree with them withholding evidence. That's not okay. Now, here's the sad part. Like, I understand the defense, Alec Baldwin's team could have tried to use it against them. But if the state had been doing what they're supposed to be doing, the defense having that information wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. Because they were not trying to prove that Baldwin had intentionally, pulled the trigger. This is going out to Jimmy. Here we have nightgown pattern. Not the only nightgown pattern I sold. This one's cute. It's got them cute little shorty crop ones, and then just a cute design. So yeah, I think the state, if they had just focused on hay, Alec Baldwin didn't check the gun. By law, if you have the gun in your hand, before you use it, whatever, you're supposed to check it. It doesn't matter that he was an actor on a movie set. That is the law. I've literally seen people standing next to each other at like a shooting range or something. Somebody checks the gun, they hand it to somebody else has the gun, they reopen the gun and recheck it. And you're like, dude, the other person just checked it. No, that's a safety measure. And when you realize that that's a safety measure for a reason, it's kind of like, oh yeah, we don't want accidental shootings. Additionally, the evidence, was all about, the live bullets, how they got on set. It doesn't matter if they'd focused on, hey, Alex still needed to check the gun, because guess what? Blanks kill people too. Blanks have killed people too. It's not about a live round. It's about doing the safety check that you're supposed to do. And he didn't do that, which means he's negligent. And if they'd focused on that, I think they could have had a chance at winning. Lena? I think this is Lena. Sorry, don't have my glasses on. And here we have another pajama. Told you I had a couple of them. This is just your comfy little pants and button-up shirt and tank top cami thing, So yeah, the state withheld evidence. So I agree that the case had to be dismissed, though, because that's our system. And I mean, if they were withholding evidence in Baldwin's trial, they're doing that to people who can't afford, can't afford the lawyers that Baldwin had. And it's kind of sad that money, as usual, allows people to get away with things. I'm you know, the thing is that Helena Hutchins, I haven't heard much from her family and where her family stands on things. Do they blame Baldwin? Don't they? Do they feel that, you know, justice hasn't been carried out? Is their concern more towards, you know, who brought the live bullets on set? Do they think that Baldwin should have been, you know, responsible? Like, where do they stand? This is going out to Laura. Here we have cute little cool top bit. Tunic, that's the word I was trying to find. Kind of that, kind of boho-y. Is its own thing. But yeah, I just, like, where do they stand? Do they feel like justice has been served? One thing I disagreed with the judge on was her saying that Baldwin being a producer didn't matter, and I very much think that Baldwin being a producer was important because he had an obligation to make sure the set was safe, and he was definitely not following that. So, yeah, that's just the one area I have to say I disagree with the judge on. But, you know, moot point, obviously. Obviously, moot point. If Helena Hutchins' family, you know, if they don't feel like justice has been served, I hope they bring a civil case against them. I think you know, if they focus on, hey, he was negligent, I think they have a shot, you know. This is going out to Nicole. And here we have, this is one of the kitchen towels that I got. Kind of surprised how quickly they're going. Like, I expected them to sit around forever. This is the second to last one. I have one left, and honestly, I thought it was the one that would sell first. Crazy, crazy. So, yeah. I wasn't able to, well, I was able to. I was not interested in sitting through and watching the trial because I can't focus like that, so I did not sit and watch the trial. When I first heard it was dismissed, I knew that there had been evidence that that the Alec Baldwin's team had brought up. I didn't realize that it was like withheld from him and stuff like that. So when I first heard it, I'm like, they're going to dismiss the case over evidence that is completely pointless. And then I found out what was going on, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's different. Let's see here. This is going out to Debbie. Here we have cute little mommy and me, like loose-fitting tunic dress, boho-y, artisan, like all the things. I like mommy and me, mommy and me. This is more of a modern mommy and me, I feel, which is cute. So, yeah, that was just, and the thing is that clearly there's misconduct and stuff with the different people that was handling the case, and the thing is, I think the hardest part is we know nothing will happen to them. That's the sucky part, is that we know nothing will happen to them. And they should be, you know, they should get in trouble for what they did. But nothing will happen to them. And I think that's the hard part for me. Just the realization as I get older, just how much people get away with it, doing things they're not supposed to. This is going out to Cheryl. And here we have some more buttons. Yeah. I know I was talking about how buttons like don't really sell, but or wasn't selling. And here we are, another set. I have to get some bubble wrap, so we'll be editing on them back. It'll probably cut out, a few seconds that it took me because there's no need to leave that in. And again, I'm trying to keep the crinkling light. So, yeah, might not talk for a second. Hey. Okay, I'm going to try to fast forwarded that so that it wasn't completely horrible. I feel like I was talking about something. Yeah. Anyways, it kind of is what it is. Oh, yeah. Buttons. Actually sold some buttons. Go me. Like I said, they most likely will sell. I mean, buttons sell all the time. It's just very long tail, and it's going to be something I have floating around for an extended period of time. Just be another random sale here and there. This is going out to Philip. Here we have the bundle. We'll try and go over things real quick. We got a coat or vest. This is where it's got the, what it's called. But you can do that style coat with it. So it's a cool pattern. Easy dress and jacket. Another like jacket and pants. Thing is what's being called corporate core is kind of entering the scene right now, and we'll see how that one takes off. But I think it'll be good for people with like office wear stuff. This, however, is not office wear. This is just easy, cute little top. I love this hoodie thing, like super cute. And more stuff that, office wear. And I think it's, office casual type of deal. Making a bit of a entrance at the moment. Cute dress. Again, you've got this 90s coming in. This with the flounce on the top. Super cute. I'm telling you, keep an eye out for 90s, not move past the Y2K, move fully into the 90s. It's got a thing. This is interesting. Look at this collar. Isn't that cool? A little asymmetry going over. This is Galaroche. Doubted I pronounced that correctly. But if you know, you know. And I don't know, so yeah. So yeah, 90s, keep an eye out for that. It's just totally coming in. I'm pretty sure it's going to stick around for the duration of Y2K. Y2K still has its place, still has its interest. I think it just had some very nice like lines and stuff like that. You got your classic princess seam. People really like the princess seam. It's just very flattering, even for us bigger people. That seam line can be very flattering on us because we can nip it in right below the bust versus right at the waist and kind of maintain that figure, They fit. I just can't get a hold of the thing in the back. Come on. Be good. There we go. It was not letting me grab the flap back behind the larger pattern. Shouldn't be that difficult. But this is me we're talking about, so of course it's difficult. I wonder if I should put that in the other way. I feel like I probably should. Because I'm putting the large pattern on the front, which is not what I want to do. Usually I don't have to worry about the large pattern being in the front. See, look how much easier that is when I put the patterns in the right way. Imagine that. I would probably have fast-forwarded through that a little bit if I could have, because that was me not knowing how to package things. You'd think if I packaged basically the same thing every time, I'd know how to package it. Do I, though? No. Because my brain is not functioning this morning. And this is going out to Anne. Okay, moving on to day 2. Today we have some Macari orders. First one going out. Sewing pattern for a cute little Renaissance costume. So, what do we want to talk about today? Well, I'm going to continue talking about Baldwin because it interests me. I was watching a podcast last night. A little bit more of like a differing opinion. We're going to talk about that again in a second. Got my new ones of these in. Don't know if I mentioned this in the last one yesterday, because I really can't remember yesterday. Got the new ones of these in the mail. Yeah, I don't think I did yesterday, because I think I did it before the mail came in. But I got the new ones of these in, not the eBay brand, the regular brand. I was like, yes, these, you know, hopefully these will be big. Nope, they are actually smaller. I am so peeved. I'm so peeved that they're actually smaller. I'm like, dude, you guys and your freaking shrinkflation, come on. You're killing me here. So, yeah. Annoyed about that. And yes, I promise we'll go back to Baldwin, you know, here in a second. And like I said before, don't really have names on these because they're not pulled up on the computer. I have it written on the back of the labels, which package the label's supposed to go to. Next one, cross stitch. This is like a bell pull thingy. Really like the pattern. It's just grapes, but it's kind of cool. So, going back to Baldwin, was watching a podcast that was a little more, you know, I guess you could say pro Baldwin, because I like to get both sides of things. I like to look at both sides of things. And, I don't really know. They weren't going from a lawyer's perspective. Most of what I've seen has been more lawyer's perspective. One of them was, a journalist. That's the word I'm looking for. Yes, I really had a hard time remembering the word journalist. Go me. One of them's a journalist, one of them's a psychologist, like a criminal psychologist. And they were, well, like I said, much more pro Baldwin. But, so I wanted to, you know, hear their take, especially like psychologist take, because I always like that. Here we have, it's an older pattern, cute little, I think 60s, 50s, I don't know. I don't think yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. It's a junior size pattern. I don't sell very many junior size But, psychologist's take on it. And, of course, he was talking about the concepts of accidents and stuff like that, and how we as a society have a tendency to want to, put blame on people, which is true. I think there are a lot of accidents out there that we want to put criminal liability on that really is just nothing but an accident. But I think this case is vastly different because it was negligence while using a deadly weapon. And I think you can't just, claim accident. If they'd done all the safety checks, then they most definitely could claim accident, and very confusing one at that, because if they'd done safety checks, they would have found the bullet. But, that's just what I'm saying. But it was just interesting to, hear the concepts of, accidents within society and stuff like that. And there are people in the chat claiming that because the podcasters were wealthy, that they were just sticking up for the other wealthy, which, I guess could be a thing, but I didn't see that specifically, so I'm not going to try and claim that. Oh, let's hear this. Going out to Laura. Here we have some, quilt patterns. They're both Nutcracker related. This one's got some stuff with it. So, cute. Definitely cute. Yeah, but during this, the woman tried to make a statement, and I don't think it was quite as prolific as she was thinking it was, because she was like, oh, how did she put it? Oh, we don't point guns at each other. We don't point guns at each other. Except on movie sets. That's not gonna fit in there. Just like, except on movie sets. And I'm like, what? No. That is not true. You shouldn't be anyways. There are rules and regulations on movie sets so that you're not pointing weapons at each other. There's a lot of camera angles they use so that you're not pointing weapons at each other. If you're not actually shooting, you're not supposed to be using the actual gun, which is one thing they most definitely had done in this case, was that they were using the gun for, blocking and stuff like that, and they shouldn't have even had the gun at that point in time. They should have been using a fake gun or something along those lines. So, yeah, no. Movie sets does not mean that people are pointing guns at each other. There's just as many safety rules, and I thought it was a really, really bad thing to say in light of the fact that 2 hours earlier, there had been an assassination attempt on former President Trump. It was like, ooh, you shouldn't be foregoing gun safety in light of that. Just saying. Oh, let's see here. This is going out to Ruby. Here we have another costume. It's like all belly dancer type of style. A lot of these costumes can very much be very versatile and used for a lot of things. But yeah, I just couldn't believe it that she had very much foregone gun safety after that had just happened. I'm just like, no. I've probably said multiple times, I am not really right or left. I am not into guns. Don't really like guns. But I believe in our Constitution, and our Constitution has that amendment in there, and it says that we can have our guns. So, I know a lot of people that believe that they should have their guns, but they all also believe in gun safety. And the reality is, if people who wanted guns didn't believe in gun safety, I'm sorry, our country would have done away with guns a long time ago, because without that safety standard, we just can't be having such unsafe things around. It's just the way things work. This is going out to Jean. Here we have, this is a, hoodie and pants and even skirt option. thing. I have to say, I've sold hoodie patterns, several here recently. I don't know if we're just prepping for autumn coming in or what, or if hoodies are gaining some traction, being back in style. Could be with the Gorp Corp. That's not correct. Gorp Core being, getting some traction and popularity. So hoodies could be becoming a thing because of that. But yeah, oh man, I have to tell you what, I never thought I'd see an assassination attempt on a president in my lifetime. I would have never thought I would have seen that. That is just crazy to me. And even more crazy. Like, when you hear something like that, you kind of assume, the opposing side is the one that's going to do that. Nope. Apparently, this guy was like full on. Well, okay, I wouldn't call him Republican. He claimed to be a Republican. When you hit that level, when you're willing to do something like that, you're not left or right. You're just an extremist. So, but for somebody who claims to align with what, Trump stood for, to be doing that is, yeah, that was just not expected. Let's see here. This one is going out to Jen. Here we have cute shirt, lots of options, including that cold shoulder. These sleeves look really comfortable though. So yeah, just confusion. And then of course there was some people, like me, automatically assuming that, most likely whoever did that was more on the opposing side. And they put out some tweets or social media things claiming that, Biden was behind it and stuff like that. But you've got some extremists, in politics right now. We're aware of this. But I was just like, ooh, that didn't go well when it turns out it's like, one of their own. Which, by the way, it's not one of their own. I will stand by my stance that when you hit that level, you're not left or right. You're an extremist, and that's what you should be called. But, it wasn't, it wasn't the opposing side, so it's like, just calm down for a second and get the facts first before you tweet things. Otherwise, you're gonna end up looking a little, honestly, just a little bit like an idiot. This is going out to Robin. And here we have last one, people. Last one. This is a vest and top. Easy 1 hour. Great basics pattern to always have. But I have to say, the things I never thought I'd see in my lifetime is just crazy to me. Pandemic. Never thought I'd see something like that in my lifetime. The assassination attempt. Never thought I'd see something like that in my lifetime. Never thought I'd see the political charge between the two sides the way I have this year. Never thought I'd see something like that. I was like, I don't know, I feel like we're reverting back in time. Like, what happened? We had progressed forward as, human beings. And then we seem to have gone a little backwards. We're acting a little bit Neanderthalish again. And, as for pandemic, it would seem like we'd be past having things like that, with our medical advancements, but nope, turns out they're not advanced enough. Shocker with that. So, and I know there's been a few other random things I've seen in my lifetime that I just never thought I would. And my life's, in my 40s, it's only half over, so wondering what else is coming next. Anyways, like I said, last one. Please do all the things, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you feel like it, go ahead and hit the thumbs down. It's all the same to me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.